Michael Vaughan, Monkey Mondays, where we only cover the facts. Michael Joseph Vaughan was born on June 24th, 2016 to Brandy Neal and Tyler Vaughn. Michael is a rambunctious little boy who loves life. Michael's nickname is Monkey because he is playful and loves to climb on anything. Michael loves pizza, the color blue, the stars, his family, monster trucks, and anything little boys love. Michael lives with his mother, Brandy, and father, Tyler, his grandfather, his two sisters, and one brother in the small, tight-knit town of Fruitland, Idaho. He is described as a friendly, curious boy who loves camping, frogs, and playing in the mud. He is outgoing. He frequently plays with the other children in his neighborhood. Michael is an energetic boy who you cannot help but fall in love with. Michael loves to play video games with his older brother. His favorite video game is Minecraft. Michael's favorite holiday is the 4th of July. Michael loves the sound and the way the fireworks light up the night sky. Michael loves to go camping with his family and catch fish and crawfish with his father and just hang out with his family. Michael also loves to stargaze with his mother. The two of them can watch the stars for hours. Michael is so intrigued by the stars and loves how they light up the beautiful Idaho sky. Michael loves monster trucks, and his favorite monster truck is Gravedigger. Michael loves to watch Gravedigger crush the other cars. Michael's favorite foods are pizza, macaroni and cheese, and ice cream. He loves to get ice cream with his family. Michael has a Power Wheels car that he loves to drive around the yard, and sometimes he accidentally hits the garage. Michael loves to play trucks in the dirt with his little sister and dance with his big sister. He loves to sit in Grandpa's lap and just relax.
You want to go for a walk?
Michael loves to go outside and play with the neighborhood kids, and on hot evenings walk to the local splash pad right down the road from their house. Michael is a fun-loving kid who loves life, his family, and anything and everything little boys love to play. One time, Michael dressed up as a minion for Halloween just because his baby sister loves minions, and Michael wanted her to see a real-life minion. This is the type of person Michael is. Michael's laugh and smile are contagious, and you can't help but smile, even on bad days, when you see and hear Michael smile and laugh.
But I still want to look at some stars.
He is pure joy, love, excitement, much excitement, energy, lots of energy. You can't not fall in love with him.
Michael's family lives in Fruitland, Idaho. Fruitland is a city along the Snake and Piute Rivers in Piute County, Idaho. It lies along U.S. Route 95 in the Treasure Valley of southwest Idaho, about 50 miles west of Boise on the border with Oregon. Fruitland is named after apple orchards that surround the community, and its slogan is the Big Apple of Idaho. As of the 2010 census, the city had a total population of over 4,500. A hot day on July 27th, 2021, and Brandy had worked several days in a row without any time off. Luckily, she had a few days off coming up. She was looking forward to some relaxation and spending time with her children, but she had another work day to push through. As she left for work, Michael said, "I love you, Mama," and she promised to come home in time for them to play, and that she would be there to tuck him into bed that night. Unfortunately, that never happened. Michael is a high-energy kid, part of the reason for his family's nickname of Monkey. His father, Tyler, stayed at home that day watching all the children. Brandy called to check in on everyone around 4 p.m. Things seemed normal. A few hours later, Tyler went to the bedroom to check on the baby and change her diaper, leaving Michael alone playing his Nintendo Switch in the living room. After changing the baby, Tyler called and ordered a pizza and walked back into the living room. That's when he realized Michael was gone. Michael had previously wandered off on occasion, but was usually found close by. Tyler hurried outside thinking Michael might be looking for other children to play with, but after a quick search, he just couldn't find him. He then called Brandy and he called the police. When Brandy received the call, she immediately left work to return home. She met police officers at the park near their home, and it was clear that the search for Michael was already in full swing. Neighbors started piecing together their sightings between 6 and 7 p.m. They all said that Michael didn't seem scared, but they didn't really keep track of him, and soon Michael was gone. Michael has wondered a few times, but it doesn't make sense, his mother Brandy would say. As soon as word spread through the community, many came out to help. Some searched the town, while others searched fields and storm drains. Everything was checked from trash cans to park bathrooms. If a 5-year-old could hide in that area, it was searched. At 8:20 p.m., the first missing and endangered child alert went out. Unfortunately, an Amber Alert couldn't be issued in this case because it didn't meet the correct criteria in Idaho. The very first stipulation is that law enforcement knows that an abduction has occurred, and with witness statements, there just wasn't enough to make that determination. Over the next week, search efforts ran around the clock. The Fruitland Police Department was joined by the National Guard, the FBI, Idaho State Police, and Mountain Search and Rescue, as well as other law enforcement agencies, all converged on the small town. In total, there were 13 different law enforcement agencies that conducted searches. Press conference on August 4th, Fruitland Police Chief Huff.
Child alert went out at 8:20 p.m. with 4 different alerts via email, phone call, text messages being issued to area residents until 11:20 that night. Michael's image and information went out to law enforcement to a nationwide database known as NCIC, which is the National Crime Information Center, that same night. Since the time of notification, the Fruitland Police Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Idaho State Police, and the Boise Police Department, assisted by 13 different law enforcement agencies throughout the state of Idaho, conducted a complete and methodical, thorough searches. These searches included nearly 200 residential homes and properties and interviews of all the residents. You know, 5-year-olds can get into almost anything. So we've looked through nearly 200 garbage cans, drained canals and irrigation ditches, and pumped a septic tank in the area that had a makeshift 2x6 wooden plank lid. We've gathered 60 different videos from residential and business security cameras, and we're combing through that data as we speak. To date, we've received 163 tips. All have been assigned to investigators for follow-up, and many have already been cleared. Others are being worked on as we speak.
Searches were nearly 200 homes and their properties were searched, with all those residents being questioned. 200 trash cans were examined, canals were drained as well as irrigation ditches, and even a septic tank in the area was pumped because searchers became concerned that Michael could have fallen into it. However, nothing was found. Closed caption TV footage from both residential and business cameras were taken and combed through. 163 tips were also assigned out to numerous investigators. 3,000 acres of farmland was searched. Drones were used, aircraft, scent dogs, boats, kayaks, and even paragliders were used in the search for Michael. All the search efforts were just not turning up any trace of the missing 5-year-old. Our goal is to find Michael. We've called on a considerable number of highly trained people and specialized resources who've come here to Fruitland to join the search, said Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff. Michael deserves every effort we can make to find him, and that's what we're doing, he concluded. For the next 3 months, search efforts continued. Brandy and Tyler worked to keep Michael's name and face on everyone's minds. How many times can the human heart break? I don't even know how many times mine does in a day, Brandy told a reporter from KBOI. The small community grieved with the family. Some hung posters while others searched. One group even organized a motorcycle ride to spread awareness. Everyone participating met at the Fruitland Community Park to pray that Michael would be found, and all of their motorcycles were decorated with blue ribbons, Michael's favorite color. In November of 2021, it was announced that because so little evidence was uncovered during the searches, law enforcement had finally come to believe that Michael had been abducted. The family took lie detector tests and were ruled out as suspects early on in the investigation. In August of 2022, a campaign was started using semi-truck trailers called Homeward Bound that showed Michael's information on them as they made trips around the United States. Michael's family and Fruitland Police Department have done and continue to do everything they can to locate Michael. Brandy, Michael's mom, fought and worked diligently for Monkey's Law. The disappearance and the grief of Michael's family was noticed by the governor, Brad Little of Idaho, and on the April 27, 2022, he signed Monkey's Law into effect. The law established a new endangered and missing persons alert that runs parallel to an Amber Alert. This type of alert will help to affect the cases that don't meet the strict criteria for an Amber Alert, like Michael's case did not meet. In the summer, word was spreading in the community that investigators were back looking into the area that Michael was last seen. And on November 11th, 2022, it was announced that there was a break in the case. A credible tip came in stating that evidence in the disappearance of Michael could be found on the property of a local house on Red Wing Street. When officers arrived at Brandy and Tyler's home that day, they expected to hear another update on their son's case. Instead, they were told that a woman named Sarah Wondra had been arrested in connection with Michael's disappearance. However, at the time, Michael's location had not actually been found. Brandy and Tyler's lives were thrown into turmoil with this new information. Brandy even remembered that when they first went out searching for Michael, she had knocked on the door of that residence where he was supposedly at, but no one answered the door. It was just a few minutes away from their own home. The thought that he had been so close to them all this time was just too much to bear. There were others living at the home on Red Wing Street when Michael would have been abducted. Wandra's husband Stacy was one of them and also believed to be involved. However, he was not arrested. He was already serving a sentence in the Washington County Jail on an unrelated firearms charge. Law enforcement's next step was to excavate the backyard on Red Wing Street. Brandy and Tyler were told to stay at home and hunker down. All Brandy could do was watch the dump trucks that were loaded with dirt from the yard driving past their house on their way to a processing center to be searched for evidence. December 1st, a press conference was held at which Police Chief Huff explained, although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not discovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. He also announced that there were two other suspects either staying with or visiting the Wanderers when Michael went missing, and they were also being investigated. Their names are Brandon Shirtliff and Adrian Lucien. Both with lengthy criminal records, the pair were no longer living in Idaho, but Fruitland police said a week later that they had been in contact with both men. No further comment was made. A month later, in January of 2023, Fruitland PD announced in a Facebook post that police recovered several pieces of evidence at the Wanderers' home. Quote, some of these pieces have been sent to a private DNA lab for further analysis. That process will take time and we're patiently waiting for the results, the post said, in a case where law enforcement clearly seems to have evidence and are working hard to find the proof to back it up. Things take an unexpected turn Sarah Wander was committed to a state hospital in Blackfoot on December 6, 2022. All court hearings were put on hold until her mental health evaluation could be concluded. The commitment order indicated that she was found unfit to assist in her own defense. Further proceedings would have to wait until she was found competent. The court met and discussed her status every single month until March 27, 2023, when it was agreed that she could now proceed with trial. Just as one unbelievable twist comes to a conclusion, another one would shake this entire case apart. Less than a month later, on April 17th, charges against Sarah Wandra were dropped, and the request actually came from the prosecutor's office. Piatt County prosecuting attorney Michael Duke asked that the charges be dismissed without prejudice, meaning the door is still open for charges to be filed at a later date. His reasoning was based on the Idaho Supreme Court's 2018 ruling in State versus Akins. That case was a very similar situation. However, the woman charged with failure to notify authorities of a death was found to have her Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination violated. Sarah Wandra will thankfully stay in jail as she is still facing charges from an incident in April of 2022, including aggravated assault, destruction of evidence, and possession of a controlled substance. However, none of those charges are in relation to the disappearance of Michael. Michael's mother, Brandy, spoke with KTVB News. She said that she was disheartened and upset, but she still has hope. Quote, police are steadfast in their ongoing investigation and in bringing justice for Michael. She wants anyone who was involved in her son's disappearance to know more charges are coming. The search continues for Michael Joseph Vaughan, now age 7. On the second anniversary of Michael's abduction, the case remains very active. Our work has not stopped. Our ground searches have continued as recent as this month, and we continue the arduous task of filtering through new tips and leads, says Police Chief Huff. The investigation is moving into a new phase, as investigators have submitted this case along with a probable cause affidavit to the Piatt County prosecutor. As a result, any inquiries regarding this case will be referred to the Piatt County prosecutor's office at 208-642-6096. It has now been just over 2 years since Michael disappeared. June 24th would be his 7th birthday, and the family held a private event to remember him. The outpouring of support Brandy and the family has received from all over the world is truly heartwarming. She has asked, quote, please keep sharing his beautiful smile, beautiful face. He's out there somewhere and we need him home. Don't forget about him. This is clearly a case where prosecutors need more information and a family needs to know where their little boy is located. A reward of nearly $53,000 is being offered for Michael Vaughan's return.
This is Sarah Wandra, 35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. This is Brandon Shirtliff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota. Adrian Lucien, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian is currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California. I strongly encourage Shirtliff and Lucien to contact the Fruitland Police Department detectives as the window of time for talking and cooperation is coming to a close.
Missing Michael Vaughan, missing since July 27th, 2021, missing from Fruitland, Idaho, born June 24th, 2016, age now 7, sex male, race white, hair color blonde, eye color blue, height 3 foot 7 inches, weight 50 pounds. Michael was last seen on July 27th, 2021. He was last known to be wearing a light blue t-shirt with the Minecraft logo on it, dark blue boxer briefs, and sandals. Anyone having information should contact 1-800-843-5678, Fruitland Police Department, Idaho, 1208-642-6006, or call 911.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way. Even when I'm feeling down, I fight. Even when I don't know what is right, I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold.
I think the Easter Bunny may have been tricky. I think you found everything in the backyard, but there's something, I think, that's hiding.
Where?
I don't know. A friend of mine told me that somebody never looks up. Whoa! That silly Easter Bunny was tricky, huh? Yeah? Did Daddy help you get up there? What'd you get? Easter Bunny hood treats?
Yeah. Hey, send a text message to where did all the candy went? Oh, to the Easter Bunny. How did it get to the Easter Bunny? Send that kind of text.
You want me to ask send a text and ask the bunny how he hid all those treats?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll send him in text, okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you.
The dragon.
You getting up?
Come on.
It's not the goal, it's the journey. Wasted emotion is worry. I'll stop being in a hurry.
You need to get up. It's not time for nap. You're gonna be up all night. Come on. I said no. Monkey? Michael. What in the world are you doing? Are you stuck? What? Goop.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay
Yeah,
strong
you can touch him.
and fake
It won't hurt you.
until I look away.
Look, see, Mommy will touch him.
See?
It's okay. Did you touch him? Where did he go? You made him roll up? Where did he go? Where did he go? He's right there. Look. It's a good bug. You got a roly-poly?
I'm going through hell. I fake like I'm fine, but I know you can't tell. Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I
Did he open up?
baby, you make me feel
You gotta flip him over. Oh, there he goes. You gonna touch him? Yeah, go touch him. He's getting away. He's gonna go in the grass.
But I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. You fade away. Can you hear me?
Go.
What did you just say?
Beat me
Else what?
or else I'll eat myself off a building.
Okay, you know you can't fly, right?
Yeah, but I have a glider.
You have a glider.
Yeah, in storage right in the garage somewhere.
You have a glider.
Yeah.
How old are you turning tomorrow? How old are you going to be tomorrow? Hurry, we're running out of time.
10.
We'll go get her some water or something. You seen her fall in the bush? Was it a cat?
There we go.
She crashed in a berry bush. Okay, well, alright, let's go wash your hands. Come on. We'll figure something out with Mr. Birdie, okay? Okay.
Can you touch one?
Touch the pan. Can you feel how hot that is? Stay back from the stove.
It doesn't feel hot.
Yeah, but it'll get hot. Pick it up. Hey, stay back, stay back. We made real homemade cookies. Don't touch with the other hand. You gotta let it rest.
Everything will change for us.
I'm gonna put
You
two
will be
on
with me forever.
Put your glove on. Glove.
No more.
I'm gonna carry it and we'll put them on the cooling pan
Yeah, cooling pan. What's a cooling pan?
or the cooling rack. Yeah. Get it out.
Years will pass and
Look up.
leaves will fall.
Can you touch
No,
that?
don't touch the cookies. We touch your pan.
Dry.
Put the glove on.
You know the
Anything
snow
else? No. There
will
you go.
slowly melt,
Right.
but my love will never die, never die. Years will pass and leaves will fall.
I like looking at the moon.
Seas will dry. You know the snow
Oh,
will slowly
getting a
melt,
picture of
but
the
my
moon.
love will never die.
You were excited.
All my hope and all I own, I want to give it all. What I'll give to be with you forever and never and never.
Let's do a story.
And I still raise
What is that, monkey? What is that? Hi. Hi, bird.
Where'd you go? Oh, you went back the other way.
Hi, Dad.
We missed it.